Stadium rising just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On second down, here's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. Still going inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. And now it's 3rd down. In motion, it's Robinson. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On the give, it's Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Lock to throw on 1st down. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Locke. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out and they go for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown Giants.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 3rd and 7. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. Throwing. Locke. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
A run here with Tracy on second down. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Here's Locke. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
They send him right out of the slot. Here's Locke. A pass pulled in by Tracy. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And he's in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score, as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Locked to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lock. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bills offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Now Allen on 1st down. To the sideline, he's got Coleman.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down. So after one, all even on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Coleman.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. A quick throw out wide, caught left side.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll run with Tracy. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Lock out of the shotgun. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high-percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. To throw is Locke. That is caught by the tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Allen to throw. That's into the hands of Coleman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Cooper going in motion. On second down, Cook. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Brian Daboll displeased with that one, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Second down and 3. Here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Allen will throw. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
To throw again, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On play action, Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Lock to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
A second down throw for Locke. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Locke. A short one there to Bellinger.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, Locke. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On first down is Locke. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down. Here's Locke. The pass pulled in by Tracy.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Locke to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 24-21 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through. and they get 3.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Extra point try by Bass. His kick is good. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. A carry here for Tracy. He'll manage only a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Second down and 8. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Giants.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Christian Benford brings him down. Throwing on 2nd down, Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun, it's locked. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play action. It's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Allen to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position, and I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
In motion, Shakir. On third down, it's Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is caught by the tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills are going to open up the lead to 8. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants are back within 5.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. The numbers boggle the mind. 5, count them 5 first half touchdown passes. That is getting near record territory with a whole nother half still to play.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Tracy now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They go play action. It's Locke. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Receiver in motion, going right. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, Locke. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Locke working out of the pistol. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st down is Locke. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. To throw is Locke. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So up comes Locke. He and the offense will try to add 2 more. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion works. And the lead is up to 3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Buffalo.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That's caught left side by Cooper. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw again, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. That's hauled in at the 2. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
Great, but if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Loose past the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To throw is Allen. Crazy. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Now Allen on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
Well, if there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place, but as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
The Bills' offense and the veteran Amari Cooper set to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the goal line and in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. A pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the give, it's Tracy. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now a give on the ground. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll stick with him again. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward, he's in. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants tack on one more to their lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Finding room at midfield. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Tracy now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. That one knocked away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. It's locked. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, New York.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Giants are able to extend the lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A pass caught right side by Coleman.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Cooper going in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They motion the slot man left. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again, it's Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Allen will throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. 3rd down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And this offensive line, creating running space, he'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Locke. Connects with his big tight end, Manhertz. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Allen. A toss left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A design run here for Allen. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Here's a handoff to Cook. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical backbreaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Play action. It's Allen. That's caught left side by Cooper.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Slot man in motion left. On 1st down, it's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the handoff, this is Cook.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So that's the big one in this offensive onslaught. A little bit of history. 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. To throw is Locke. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. And that last throw will be the one that does it. He has now set the NFL record, most passing yards in a single game. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he will go all the way. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
First and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Slot man in motion right. Allen gonna throw again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here we go. 1st and goal. Davis. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarter...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Oh! Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Now 2nd and inches. Locke out of the shotgun. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Here's Locke. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll run, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Locke. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Giants will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. He'll find his running back, Cook. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Here comes second down. Here's Allen to throw. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A final shot now for Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
The only thing bigger than this guy's arm strength might be his personality, Mike. I mean, think back, how many times has this guy gone viral on the field over the last couple seasons? Unfortunately for him, stuff like that tends to downplay just how talented of a passer he really is. Consistency, or lack thereof, that's what's been holding him back. If he's able to put it together for 4 quarters, his team has a legitimate chance to leave here today with a win. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Lock working out of the pistol. Connects with his big tight end, Manhertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On the ground, this is James Cook. Ooh. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Cooper going in motion. Now Allen on first down. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
To throw again, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now it is 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. From inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw is Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game...
And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. Second and a yard. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Locke to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Locke to throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
The outside caught by Neighbors. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Locke to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. Big-time play there for Buffalo. A gain of 48.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Brian Daboll displeased with that one, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it on in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills extend their advantage to 14-3. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Tracy now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. A pass pulled in by Tracy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A run here with Tracy on second down. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up to the 42.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's to Robinson, he's got it. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
They'll run with Tracy. He'll work forward for a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.